Fanatic Dak, that's at Denver. D-Mark, after Philly displayed that having an elite running back in Saquon Barkley matters in the NFL, how many running backs are taken in the first round in your opinion? I'm going to put the over-under at 2.5. I think Ashton Genty most certainly goes in the first round. I think Omari and Hampton from North Carolina likely goes in the first round. And then I could see Travion Henderson from Ohio State sneaking in. The reason I see him potentially sneaking in is because I think some teams will look at him and look at the success that Detroit's had with Jahmyr Gibbs, see a parallel, and want the home run ability that Henderson can bring to the table. I think like once you get past those top two, once you get past Genty and Hampton, there's probably three guys in the next group. It's Henderson, it's his teammate, Quinshon Judkins, and it's Caleb Johnson from Iowa. Then once you get past that group, you've got another wave of running backs. So I do think like the idea of getting a running back in the first round or valuing the position that way, certainly when you see the way it valuing the position paid off for Philly, paid off for Baltimore, paid off for the Green Bay last year, I certainly could see some teams kind of reevaluating the way that they value the position. But I think there's enough depth this year where teams may not feel compelled to press that need in the first round, where you do feel like, okay, we can get Quinshon Judkins in the second round. We can get Cam Scatterbo maybe in the third round or the fourth round. The depth of this year's class, I think, sort of makes it so you aren't going to see some sort of big-time run-on running backs in the first round. But I do think it means you could see a lot go in the second round, the third round. And I do know some people look at this draft a lot like the 2017 draft, which had Leonard Fournette and Christian McCaffrey at the top, and had guys later on like Joe Mixon that wound up having great careers, Dalvin Cook. I think it's that sort of running back draft. So a really strong group. I think teams are going to evaluate the way they value the position based on what happened with Barkley and Jacobs and Henry as free agents last year. But in the end, I think one thing that's going to prevent a big run in the first round on running backs is the depth at the position, which is sort of the same dynamic we just talked about with Mason Graham.